Did you feel that right there?
Yeah.
That will be more consistent. So we're hitting a shot right now that's not a bump and run, that's not the high soft one, a little in-betweener. Now, I still like on the in-betweeners the ball forward. I still like the face open. But I told him to really get his weight forward and feel like he's moving his sternum more on top of the golf ball. And then you're just taking a little shorter, tighter motion. And there it goes. That's coming off medium trajectory right there, dying when it lands, but still running out with a little bit of control. You know, nobody wants the one that bites dead and then comes up 10 feet short. Nobody wants the one that over-compresses. The over-compressing, which was happening for you, 100% ball position being probably too neutral, and having the club face dead square.
And I would like forward traveling.
Exactly. Now you're in a position where you don't have to. You can actually let the club swing, right? Ball's forward, face is open. See, look at this. But I'm just leaning up to it a little bit, and the hands are moving with the center of my body as I lean forward. There's nothing worse than when the person gets it in this position and then has to do too much with their hands through the golf ball. Or then you forward shaft lean it and then it jumps. But look at that, ball's forward, the face is open, I'm leaning forward to it a little bit and just rotating, and that ball just comes off medium trajectory a little bit more dead, okay? So here we go. So you can see the ball's still a little forward. It's narrow stance, weight's going forward, handle move with his weight. There you go, and now he can just hit it like a normal shot. That's beautiful right there. That's what we want. Now, buddy, this is for you and the viewer on how to be really consistent with ball position, okay? Ball position. My zipper is the middle of my body. At least I hope so, you know? So here's the thing. If I hold it right there, if the ball's in front of that, well, there's the front of my stance, right? And there's that face open, higher, softer one, right? Now, here's the next one. Middle, okay, back. There we go. Look, I'm still holding the handle in front of the middle of my body. As my mentor always used to say, Todd Stones, he always told me, stand to the handle, meaning the handle will always move with the center of your body. So if it's ball's forward, the handle's more back towards your center. If it's ball's back, it moves forward, right? And then what that does, it sets the right angle. So now here's the bump and run, right? That would be the more 1/3, hit it within a third, run it out 2/3, right? The other one is more of hit it 2/3, let it run out less than a third, right? But I can always hold that club to my center, to my zipper, my belt buckle, and I just know right or left of that's where I need to be. Nothing in between, okay?
Yeah.
Cool, buddy. So here's the first thing that I see. Two things stand out to me right away, okay? You wanted to get this high shot a little bit better, right? More consistent especially. So here's the big thing. Two variables right away that I look for when hitting a higher shot. If we're just making this so basic and simple. Ball position relative to the center of your body, your sternum. Either it's back off the right shoulder or off the front shoulder, close to these spots right here. No man's land lives in between. I mean, I'd rather see you just open the face a lot, move that ball up to the very front. That way you can lean your weight left. And what I like is about that, I mean, it's so easy to get the feel of that down. You saw how soft that ball landed there, and I didn't have to do anything. I want to hit it low, my setup hits it low. If I want to hit it high, my setup hits it high, right? Get that face open. I want you to watch this real quick. It's amazing what loft can do to a shot here. I'm just opening this up. Now look at this, ball's well ahead of my center, which is back here. And I can actually get my weight forward. And watch this. I'm not even going to try to help this ball in the air. Look how I'm like heading down and through, and I'm finishing forward. You see how high and soft that ball still came out? So that one right there, I wasn't even trying to hit it high. Just the setup was doing it for me. If anything, I was still trying to hit through it and past it. A lot of the shots I see you hit kind of look more like this. Kind of back like that. And if anything, watch my chest. I want my chest to really follow the club and finish forward. You see that? That's more of what I want to see from you there, okay? Here how that contact hits more in the middle of the face too. Like when I'm hitting those, they're hitting up in the center and not catching so much bottom edge, right? Yes. So ball forward, face open. Be a little closer to that ball, choke up a little bit. There you go, buddy. Now you look like you can hit a good shot right there. Just you move the chest, hit the shot. I mean, that was it right there. Just hit that a little harder, and that was it. That was absolutely the motion. A little X factor tip right here that I'd use for this shot right here. Check this out. I'm opening the face. Look at my right hand. I'm getting my right hand really on top.
Okay.
Now, the reason why I put the trail hand on top, watch this. This is kind of a cool old trick right here. If I take some sand on the club face, right? Most people take the club back and they would dump the sand immediately off the face. Well, if you want to keep the face open throughout your swing, if I put my right hand on top, it can stay in this position, and I can throw the sand over my face, and then the face will be wide open through the golf ball. I can just release this, and the club's always square to the target. Now, here's the thing. If I have my hand more neutral or under, that face now shuts, and now I have to do more with my hands through impact and with my body to hit it up in the air. So, when I'm looking at this shot right here, I can open this up, get my right hand way on top, and I just, look how that just slid right underneath it right there, and you can see how high and soft that one came off the face, right?
Yeah.
That was just the X factor, right hand on top, which I would use for that shot, because I hit that shot right there the exact same as I did those previous two that went 5 feet past, and I didn't help it in the air at all. It just had the face very open because I had ball position, face, and right hand grip. Okay. And the great thing is my weight's still on the left side. So the low point's going to be at the ball past it rather than back behind it, right?
Like hinging it at all?
I'm not. I'm just turning my chest. The club will naturally have a little bit. And you don't need, because here's the thing. You don't want to arrive with forward shaft lean.
Yeah.
So for you better players, I like to see you kind of keep the club an extension of your arms and let it naturally hinge. Don't try to create a forced hinge. So many people try to hit the high shot. They go like this, right? They just get the...
Yeah.
That's not what you're looking for. You're just causing the hands to be more overactive, and it's a big guessing game. I like the center of the body, the hands and the club just all connected. And that way, watch, when I come back, the club's going to arrive more with that neutral shaft, as opposed to a better player, you do this, it leans a lot, right? So I feel like it's easier to get the golf club head swinging. Ideally, you're presetting impact with your setup. Ideally, we're returning back to that spot. Now, I would tell you the backswing should feel the same. I like the elbows staying together. Arms are soft, but the elbows are together. Now, you can stay right there, buddy. I won't hit you. When the elbows are together, and I pinch them together, and it forces me to turn my chest. You see that?
Yeah.
It forces me to turn my chest. It forces me to feel as if my body's rotation's hitting the golf shot, and I don't have my hands active. Now for me, that keeps the club in a nice extension of my arms, and when I rotate back, it matches up really nicely at impact back to where I started. I think it's easy to understand that the more the player hinges, the more variables you're bringing in to try to time it back up, right? Okay. See the shaft, you guys, very neutral, pointed at his center, face open, ball is off closer to the USC logo than it was underneath the microphone before. So this is much better. He can just hit right through this and the ball will pop up.
I like the elbows being...
Elbows together?
For sure helped a lot.
Helps a lot, right? Yeah. The elbows together, all that does is, you guys can picture this, right? If the elbows part ways with your body, your hands are moving isolated of your chest and your body. So when I bring my elbows together, it's just forcing my chest to move, my hands and my arms, takes away the swinging of the club, which then opens it and closes it and changes the bottom of the swing. If I can keep the top of my pendulum, which is my sternum and nose, in one place, have that fixed in a place where I know I'm going to strike down right underneath the ball every time, get those elbows together, I mean, boom, boom, you just take away the chipping yips for anybody on the planet with those thoughts right there.
Yeah.
Okay?
Like before, like I knew like with chipping especially, like you needed like soft hands. But I also felt like I needed like my arms. I didn't really know what to do with my arms.
Oh, I feel necessary tension. I can tell you that. Like I bring these in. I'm not bringing them in and tightening. I'm bringing them in and just a point where my body and my arms are exactly right. Oh, dude, that was your best one of the day. I mean, that's what we do. Okay, just set up to. You don't have as much time to manipulate these shots because they're shorter, smaller motions. So, I mean that when I say you're literally presetting your impact position and you're moving back to that position. You're creating fixed points to rotate around. Like that post that we create on the left leg up there with the hip bump, I mean, we get narrow and we literally create the post here and we're on it the whole time, never shifting any weight off of it. If anything, if my weight's forward, I feel like I move forward and stay more forward through impact, right? So Kev, you got the higher, softer shot setting up for 6. We don't want to use our hands and our body to help it up. We want the setup to do that for us. 3 things: ball position, up, face open, right hand on top. Now, for the golfer who's watching this, thinking, wait, I'm seeing Crando and Adam. Let's go right at this palm tree right here. Crando, go behind me. I'm seeing Crando and Adam open their club face, and it's pointed at our buddy Adam over there, who's sitting over here with the Bernardo Heights hat on, right? Okay, they're wondering why, how does that ball not go in that direction? Well, here's the way this works, okay? And I know you probably know this, but I'm gonna explain to the viewer. If the edge is pointed at you, but I'm swinging at you, the ball rides up the face and goes in the direction you're swinging, okay? If I were to have a flat face, like a putter, and then swing towards the camera, well, yeah, it's gonna go in the direction the face is pointed, which is why long irons are easier to get offline than a shorter iron, which produces more spin. The ball rides up the face and goes straighter. So when I open that face, when I aim at this tree right here, open the face pointed, 45 degrees right, and then I swing at the tree, and the ball goes right towards the tree, it's good to know that. It's good to know. Don't be afraid of looking at the face like this. People get so worried that they're going to either hit the hosel or they're going to hit it off to the right. No, it's what happens is, and the reason why people do that is this. And here's the tip here. I put a golf ball always behind the ball in a straight line to my target, because the mistake that people make when they open the face, they see the face open, what do? They take it right inside in the direction the face is pointed, and they start swinging out like that, and that's when they hit it right. But if I'm swinging down the line of my feet over this ball right there, and then through, boom, right down the line, okay? Hey, for not touching a club for 3.5 weeks, those are pretty darn good right there, dude. I mean, Crando, what it boils down to now at this part, I mean, you got it.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of hit as many of these as possible in different scenarios. I mean, the cool thing is, you guys, you can hit the same shot from 15 feet closer, just a smaller version, right? Just because I have the ball forward and the face open doesn't necessarily mean super high. If I'm closer to the green right here, it might not mean super high, it might just mean soft. Does that make sense? So if I'm going, to the one, here we go right here again. Look, I'm closer, and watch, the face is open, ball's forward. That ball didn't come off high at all, right?
Yeah.
But it came out soft with spin. It was just a smaller motion. If I want the higher one, I obviously have to turn my chest a little bit more and swing a little bit larger to send the ball more up in the air, right?
At Forzak Golf, we take a lot of pride in having developed some of the best and most consistent golf swings on the planet. We do this through simplicity. Our Full Swing Masterclass will take you on a step-by-step, easy-to-understand process on how to get your golf swing better than ever. Join the many before you who've utilized our Full Swing Masterclass to take their games to the next level and beyond.